Thank you so much, Honorable Club President, distinguished guests, the members, and everyone. Humanity is above all, and service above self. They alone live who live for others. Wow, I'm so sincerely grateful and humbled and honored to be here to present this spectacular experience. Means I never knew that Rotary means just not a project. It means friendship. It means bondage. It means love. That was an experience of a lifetime. Wow, that is the Rotary International Convention that happened from 13th to 17th June 2026 in Taipei, a wonderful land that was surrounded by sea. So much to see there, and I have to share so much, but I'm just gonna be making it kind of like a short way, so my other colleagues should be able to present also. So I will just go by the event, the opening ceremony, the friendship, peacemaking, and city tour, my journey of the spirit. Come on, let's go. Come on, ride with me. So there were 37,000, more than that, Rotary members and participants around the world. And it's more than 140 countries participated in this event, and this is probably an event of a lifetime. 32 years we waited for this colorful event. And let me tell you something. You know what I felt first when I entered the metro, Taipei metro, and I was standing there waiting for my train, and I saw so many flags, and the Rotarians came, say, "Hey, I'm here, hey, we're all here." And then one fellow Rotarian came, and she told me which train to take, and she was part of my journey all the time. That's the way I learned that how much Rotarian means for love, for bondage, for friendship, and they show that word into action. It's just not the words, it's action. So this was actually a very, and I started with the opening ceremony. Oh, wow. Our international president, Francisco Arezzo, welcomed the whole session with his wonderful discussion. Wow. And then I loved the Taipei mayor and the president, like Chiang Van An, whose one sentence is going to remain forever in my memory. He started to quote, "I am sincerely humble and deeply grateful to be here." So that was something, and he presented the whole Taipei city and his innovations, and also part of the Rotary achievements. And he was so proud that he arranged the whole city. Whole Taipei was one club, Rotary. Means that was something I never experienced in my life. I went to so many conventions from United Nations, UN Women, around the world. But when I entered Taipei City, I saw it's everywhere, one club, Rotary, one love, one soul, one heart. So next, actually, there is so much. This one is probably just the best one, the House of Friendship. That's where in the Taipei Exhibition Center, Nanjing Exhibition Center, where we had many different vendors selling their, different jewelries, goods, tea, souvenirs. I even bought, if you see this shirt, this is from one of my fellow Rotarians. The pins, different types of medicines, and also along with it, we have the fellowships. The Rotary Peace Fellowship Foundation, they were inviting all the guests, even the non-Rotary members, they were there because, if you want to join the peace work, the Peace Park Fellowship, that was a place. And I didn't know that it was so meaningful. And I found out that peace does not mean just talk. Peace does not mean just to believe. Peace is doing it, taking the action. That's peace. And Rotary Peace Fellowship was something I really would, ask all of you to go to the, the fellowship website and see the work around the world they're doing in Africa, in Middle East, in Southeast Asia. If you see that how much dedicated these members are doing this work. So that was something and also you can apply for global fellowships. That was something, I also did not know and I learned. And also the House of Friendship was a place where we are meeting every day, having tea, conversations, saying, hi, my name is this, hi. It was like a melting pot, just like Taipei is known as the hot pot because of the delicious food, the traditional food, hot pot. So that was a melting pot where we met every day. We just greeted, we collected information. Hey, where am I going to go and see? Which place am I going to go after the, ceremony, after the sessions? And, phone charging, water, just like that melting pot Taipei. Taking pictures, videos. It was, also so there are some places, the booths they were speaking about different how Rotary Club started. What is the history of Rotary Club? Polio, the End Polio Now. That was a big one. If you see one of my picture, together we end polio. I really want you to give this, the clap or say, together we end polio. Can we say this? Together we end polio. That was the biggest one, the biggest awareness I have ever seen in my life. Together we end polio. That was part of it. And then also end, slavery. That was a very, very interesting. I was speaking to one fellow, Rotarians, and she was describing how this project is just going beyond and beyond slavery, human trafficking. So I would probably take a day to describe or share all of these experiences. It's just endless charm, endless friendship, endless knowledge, endless knowledge. All right, here comes the peacemaking at the Rotary. Actually, I already shared that we had a very, very special booth, the Peace Park, where the Rotarians were taking pictures, videos, information, and also if you see that it was a very, very interesting Fellowship Alumni Association, RPFAA. That's a leadership treat, and also the 2026 Rotary Peace Fellow Leadership. That was very, very, very important lessons, important information, important chapter of Rotary Club. Means I'm just still, I think I just feel like I'm still in there. I'm still in the touch of my Rotarians, like how warm they were, how peaceful that whole environment. There wasn't any conflict. I did not feel stress. For 7 days, I left the stress in United States. But it was just a very, very, very memorable experience of lifetime. And I'm going to now share, I'm going to also show you the video of the event. That's going to be much more fun. And there is the last session I joined is in my next slide. If you go, this one, yeah. Okay, this one is. Wow. That's fine. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. So back to the PowerPoint. Wow, wow. That was just simply breathtaking, right? The colorful lion dance. Wow. The music, the national anthem. Wow. Oh gosh. Just simply spectacular. Just, I don't have any words to express that feelings when I was watching the opening ceremony, and especially the flagship program, all the flags from different countries, almost more than 140 countries, they're holding the flags. That really felt that how much proud I am to be a Rotarian, to part of the Rotary family. Okay, so I guess if you can go to the next slide, I can present this one. Okay, the first a little bit more. Yeah. All right, now if you can see, besides my Rory friends and the family and all these marvelous, just spectacular activities, I also spend my time right after the sessions, took the metro with some of my Rory members and went to this journey of the spirit, the journey of the aura. Who loves to travel here? Who loves to travel? This is probably gonna be your the most fabulous favorite part. You know, especially the Changshan Shia temple. Wow, this temple is almost more than, you see, it was built 1753. It has, you know, all the dragons. If you see behind me, that sculptures, those are 3D. It just touched my heart. And then also the rituals they follow in that temple. I even also followed some of the rituals, and they believe, the locals, that in this temple, if you, whatever you pray will come true, especially if you're looking for your spouse, your true love. So if you if you ever want to be in Taipei, Taiwan, come visit this temple where, who knows, you're gonna meet your true love. So that temple is for, you know, everybody, you know, not just, it doesn't have to be the Taiwanese usually follow the Buddhism and also the Taoism. Taoism is existence, so that's a, and the second one I went is Yangmenqing National Park. That's the national park of Taipei, Taiwan, Taipei City. It has, my gosh, this beautiful. If you see behind me, all those, if you see the cloud light, those are the sulfurs that are coming underneath the mountain and then going all over. Oh my gosh, that experience right next to that mountain, smelling the sulfur fume and the hot water boiling, was once in a lifetime. Those 5 magical moments of my life. One of them I left right there in Taipei, Taiwan. And also there is a temple that was right on the top of that mountain that made me feel the Taoism, Buddhism, the Zen culture, the less is more. The peace is more. Life, we need to come down. Life, we need to stop and find our inner soul, our purpose, our true journey. It's just not always climbing and gaining more success, more name, fame, money, wealth. No, it is about to find your true self, your peace. Next actually was, wow, the secret food tour. Oh my gosh, I tried so many types of Taiwanese traditional food, desserts, that secret food tour. And you see, I'm wearing the traditional, the Taipei Taiwanese long dress, silk dress I bought from the one of the night market. And wow, so many different types of food, especially the hot pot, the tea, the boba tea, chicken items, sauce. They have, this is truly a melting pot because it was used to be before ruled by the Dutch, the Spaniards, the Europeans, then the Japanese, and then finally the Chinese came. And then 1949, the Civil War ended, and it became the land named as Free Land Taiwan, the tiger of Asia, the next AI hub innovation of the world, where I felt so much peace and safe. I forgot the stress I left behind when I was there. It changed me, transformed me. It even improved my health because I was used to with that calm culture of Taiwanese. They don't rush in anything. They don't fight with anything. They don't show a hateful face to you in the middle of the mall or in a restaurant. All they show is love, kindness, and charm. That was something. And then if you see also the Taipei 101, the tallest tower and number 11 in the world. That tower is impressive. So many shopping malls, those who love to shop, the ladies, that's a place you must need to check out. All the brand name stores there and the whole environment there. It's just, again, once in a lifetime experience. And also the National Palace Museum. Wow, that is also once in a lifetime experience. I saw a very nice, beautiful jade. It was like a, the cabbage, the Taiwanese, the Chinese believe that cabbage is a symbol of fertility, of prosperity, growth. And that jade, piece was like what, 70 million plus US dollar. And so many, see behind me, I'm just, next to that, you see that sculpture there with the gold. And they're all studded with gems, especially if you love jade, ladies, anybody that believes in good luck, different types of movies. These are all, this masterpiece, the National Palace Museum is much, place where you must need to go and visit. It's a once in a lifetime experience. Oh my gosh, memorable, simply golden memories. Next slide, please. All right, so you see, this is my story in Taipei with my Rotarians and my Journey of the Spirit show. You can watch my show and more about this Rotary Club, all the events. I also made my own videos there, speaking about polio, speaking about Rotary history, speaking about our 4 pillars, our friendships, our history that started in Chicago with the one community business, with the one community meeting, small, 4 or 5 of them there. And today's world, this is one of the largest community organization, serving organization around the world. You just feel that you belong to one club, that is Rotary Club. And above all, I would like to thanks to all of you. Let me, giving this opportunity to share this just spectacular experience, my memories, my words. And I just have to tell you that love, love, simply love. There is no place for that word love. And to me, Rory means love, love, and love. Thank you.